Hi everyone and welcome to the CCP Exploration Training Fleet that was run as part of the new player training sessions that CCP has been holding for a little while now. My name is delonewolf and I'm one of the pilots that joined this fleet. I also took the opportunity to record this session for other new players that did not have the chance to join it. During this training session, CCP organized two separate fleets. One of them was an Amarr Caldari fleet and the other one was a Gallente Minmatar fleet, which I joined. Most of the players that joined this fleet were actually very new, which was of course the idea of this training session, but this meant that they were mostly flying small frigates and destroyers. CCP Logibro, who was our FC, flew in a Legion, and then we had several ISD members who came in support with some logistics. So without any further delay, here is the training session.
Now, if your overview is set up correctly, you should see an icon appear next to the gate, and it should also pop to the top of your overview. You can also look at the bottom of the fleet window, and it will say Align. You can also go to the History tab, go to Broadcast, and that will list all of the previous broadcasts. So this is very important, because we will also be broadcasting targets when we start shooting at other players, or if we start shooting at sleepers, who are very much going to destroy you if you don't. Well, they're going to destroy you. But we'll get to that. So everybody aligned to the outgate. The outgate is the gate that we are warping to next to leave the system. Now, normally we won't have to worry about this too much because we're not going to be taking too many gates. Normally what will happen is you will hold on the gate or jump through the gate depending on what the FC orders are. So in this case I'm going to say the gate is red, which means do not jump through the gate when you make contact. Now do not, in fleet, an important rule is never say the J word. Never ever, unless you're the FC and you actually want people to go through a gate, never say the J word. The J word is bad. Alright, so I'm going to fleet warp. Yes, FC means Fleet Commander. And nobody said. So gate is red, so everybody, when you get to the gate, orbit the gate at 500 meters. So the gate is red, do not go through the gate, just orbit the gate at 500 meters. So everybody orbit the gate at 500 meters. So is there anybody who is not with the main fleet and orbiting the gate? Speak up now in fleet chat. I want to make sure everybody's together, because if anybody gets lost at this stage, then we're going to have problems when wormholes start collapsing behind us. Yes, everybody should be undocked, and everybody should have warp to and be holding at the Tritodalt gate. Tritodalt, I should say. The FC can warp everybody like that, yes. It's rather useful. No, don't say the J word. Do not say the J word. Hold on the gate. The gate is red. The gate is red. Do not say the J word. The J word is a very... No! Ah. You guys are no fun. Is anybody currently not with us? Just making sure. I think we've got everybody now. Ah, we have one people. Everybody, look at Victor. This is a lemming. He jumped through the... He went through the gate early. Now everybody jump. So gate is green. Everybody jump into try to lad. Don't play with your FC. Alrighty, so there is a wormhole in this system. I'm going to go quickly check it. Everybody else can just hold at the gate. Actually, everybody align to the odd trick. Everybody align to the odd trick gate. Aha! We have a wormhole, a K162 to unknown space. Now, a word of warning before we enter wormhole space. Always bookmark both sides of a wormhole. Always. Never not bookmark the wormhole, because if you don't have probes, and even if you have probes, it's going to be the quickest and probably the best way for you to get back out if you need to retrace your steps. So, I need everybody to find me in Fleet, and right-click CCP Logibro and go warp 2 at 0. Once you warp to CCP Logibro, hold on the wormhole. Everybody warp to CCP Logibro, hold on the wormhole. Now, can I ask one of our brave scouts to go through and have a look on the other side? Nandala, would you please jump through? Everybody else hold. Everybody else hold. Everybody else hold. Get close. Approach the wormhole. Hold on the wormhole. Hold on the wormhole. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the point. This is the point of near no return. Everybody jump. Jump through the wormhole. You'll probably get a warning message. Now we're going into unknown space. Okay, so the scouts are reporting that the system is clear, however there's a static into a C3. So let's take a dive in. So make sure you bookmark, So right-click the wormhole and choose save location. To find your bookmarks, you go on the left-hand side, there should be people places, and you go to places. It should be listed there. Make sure you name this wormhole something that says, like, this is the way to go if you need to get out of here. Yeah, alt, exit, K-space, anything like that, or just escape, whatever. Just make sure you've got this wormhole labeled as the way out. Now, everybody, align to the sun. Align, just keep yourself moving. We don't want to get bombed after all. And as I say that, I remember that there is actually a bomber in fleet, and he might decide to be evil. Now, if you have defensive modules, such as the damage control, make sure they're on. Now, if you have a look at local, for those of you who have not been here, then you will notice that there is nothing showing up in local. So nobody will show up in local. This happens in every single wormhole system. You'll also notice that there's basically nothing in your overview. The only thing you'll have that you can warp to are planets. Every single site, so that's your combat, your radar, all those sorts of sites, will only appear by going through scan probes. And never try to talk in local, unless you're deliberately trying to bait out, for whatever reason. Alrighty, so we're spreading out a bit because we're aligning for a little while. So, for those of you who know how to anchor up on me, CCP Logibro. For those who don't know how to anchor, basically what you do is right-click orbit at about 1k, 500 meters, and that will help you keep with the rest of the fleet, so we don't all get spread out. Yeah. Have we got anybody active? Yeah, there are. Can one of the ISD guys, can you explain how to remove fleet members from your overview? So at the moment it looks like there's nobody online in this system for us to shoot at. As tempting as it is to go to a guaranteed fight, I think that would probably get stomped a little bit too hard going to either Disavowed or Sleeper Social Club. Unless they wanted to come out for like a frigate FFA or something. Alrighty, so there was the C3 static. I think at this stage... Actually, you know what? I think at this stage, let's introduce you guys to Sleepers first. Can you guys nail some sight? Ooh, somebody's tried to warp scramble me. I'm tempted to kill them. Well, it looks like the Gargant has decided to, not shoot me, so this Thrasher will live for now. The wormhole is still open, so you guys should be able to warp to the wormhole and go, yeah, somebody sit on the other side of the wormhole and let them in. Somebody's going to jump back through the wormhole to the K-space side, and you guys will just warp to them. So they'll X up and they'll www in fleet chat, and then you right-click their name and go warp to. Alrighty, so we've got two choices here. So, I'm actually going to put it to a vote to you guys. Now, who here wants to be introduced to the sleepers, and who wants to go deeper through the wormholes in hopes of finding somebody to shoot? Ooh, actually that's not a bad idea. Are there any Pocos in the system? Okay, let's pick a Poco at random. And let's go reinforce it. Planetary Customs Office. Planetary Orbital Customs Office, I should say. Now, unfortunately, we won't be able to destroy it because unfortunately we can only reinforce it, and we won't be able to come back for the end of the reinforcement cycle. But at least we'll be able to give them a nice bunch of males. So I'm going to fleet warp us to planet 1.
Warp drive active.
Now I'm going to be warping the fleet to 30 kilometers, so most of you being in smaller ships are going to have to approach a bit. But approach the Poco, lock it up, and start shooting. Now make sure that somebody gets a warp scrambler on the Poco, because otherwise the Poco might warp away. Actually it won't, don't worry about that. But it's very important to also warp scramble gates. Whenever you see a gate, you should warp scramble it, because otherwise the gate might try and warp away. You should definitely also web it. So most of you guys will be in frigates, so you'll need to get within about 1 kilometer in order to get an op. Don't worry, we won't spend very much time doing this anyway. Depending on how quickly we start going through this customs office, we might just leave it anyway. I must admit, you guys are doing an amazing job of warp scrambling and webbing that Poco. It's not going to get anywhere very quickly. Alright, it looks like we don't have enough DPS to really put much of a scratch on it. So, you guys want to stop fire? Let's go through one of the wormholes. So, where is the C3 static? Can I get one of my scouts to warp to the C3 static? So, pull drones. Everybody ceasefire, pull drones. You need your weapons timer to run down. I have to admit, you guys did a stellar job of scrambling that Poco. It's not going to get anywhere very fast. Okay. Let's go to a worm. Okay, are you sitting on the Purky? Are you sitting on the wormhole?
I'm warping that now.
Okay, so we're just going to wait for our scout to get in position on the wormhole, and then we're going to warp to the wormhole as a fleet. So, remember, always bookmark the wormhole on both sides. Okay, I'm going to fleet warp everybody to the person who put www up in chat. If you didn't get the warp, then right-click their name and go fleet warp to member.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I've warped too. You can jump through. www generally means warp to. They generally, W means warp, and generally they spam W so it's more visible. So everybody hold on the wormhole. Hold. Just orbit the wormhole at 500. Don't... I see so many lemmings. Orbit. The wormhole is red. The wormhole's red. Orbit. Do not go through. Orbit. Hold in orbit. Okay, so everybody in the wormhole make sure you have warped to CCP Logibro. This next wormhole has got a system effect. Like, some wormholes that you encounter will have system effects. This one is a Wolf-Riot. So that means that there is armor resistance bonuses, shield resistance penalties, and you do more damage with small weapons, which means the frigates are going to love this place. So, anybody not at the wormhole? Because if you're not at the wormhole now, you're about to be left behind. Everybody jump through the wormhole. Everybody jump, 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 jump. Again, make sure you bookmark the wormhole. Always bookmark the wormhole. They should now be in J121921. Yep, if you're getting polarization, you'll just have to wait a moment. Now, this system has a static nullsec, but we probably won't be taking that because we want to stick to wormhole space. For anybody that's curious, since we're in a Wolf Riot, and that increases armor resistance bonuses, my Legion does actually have 885,000 EHP. I should probably turn mods on first. Okay, 1.3 million. Now, you can't actually see what the effects are. You can tell background. Will kind of tell you, and you can also use there's lots of external sites that list what the different locus signatures have for their different things. Alrighty, so scouts, what have we got in here? I thought I saw you guys saying that there were a couple of warp disruptors, but not so much as far as anybody to shoot at the moment. Everybody's hiding from us, unfortunately. Alrighty, everybody anchor up on CCP Logibro, so orbit CCP Logibro at 1 kilometer or 500 meters. Anchor up, get moving off this wormhole. It seems that we scared everybody off after that performance at the Poco. This is the thing about wormhole space, it's very much an unknown. You don't know who's here, and they don't know we're here unless they have eyes on us. It's a big game of cat and mouse.
No. I'm running in the new player fleet, being the scout with CCP Logibro and a 1.3 million Legion HP. 1.3 million
Right,
EHP
what was
Legion.
break? What was the signature on the wormhole to nullsec? KB, okay. SBE should be another wormhole. And by the way, you guys, just so you know, the other fleet of people who are going out, they still haven't made it into wormhole space, so you picked the good fleet if you came with us. If you lost the fleet, then at this stage, unless you've got probes and want to keep exploring by yourself, I'd advise you use your bookmarks to get back to K-Space. Lion, can you please stop webbing me? Thank you.
Sorry, you're just too fast. I couldn't keep up.
All you little frigates can't keep up with the Legion? Ah, what madness is this? Okay, Scout, did you get to SBE? Should be another wormhole. SBE TAC 424. That should be another unstable wormhole. Is it? Oh, maybe. Okay, well in that case we don't really have much. Previous system only had the C3 and the high sec, so we're kind of at a bit of a end of a chain here. So for now, I think... yeah, this is just looped over. Yeah, there's no more wormholes after those two. I think at this point, let's go shoot up some sleepers. And then if we manage to survive, then we can take the nullsec exit and look for another wormhole. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a big wormhole resident, so I think I'm going to take us to an easy site. Let's head to, let's see, Minor Perimeter Reservoir. So, XAE. Can I get a scout to go in there to have a look? See if there's any, there should be just 2 cruisers normally. Get somebody to check, and don't worry. Ah, that's right. Yes. Yes. You see, it's important for people. Alrighty, guys. How does a solar cell sound? Okay, we're going to go to a solar cell. So, I'm going to have you guys need to open up your, let's see. Actually, no, I've got some ISD guys. Yeah, help me. The lovely ISD charging moose. You are going to need to do something very important. I'm going to warp to solar cell to get initial aggro, and I need you to wing warp everybody to the QBE TAC 492 signature. Can you do that? Sure hope so, because I'm already warping. So QBE TAC 492, warp 2. It's a cosmic anomaly. You should be able to start your warp already. So QBE TAC 492.
Warp drive active.
Alright, just warping, guys. So everybody, your primary is the Awakened Upholder. That's the cruiser, the Awakened Upholder. Do not shoot the frigate, do not shoot the frigate, do not shoot the frigate. Everybody, target the Awakened Upholder, 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 Upholder. Not Preserver, Upholder, because otherwise you'll trigger the spawn. Turn on your defensive modules, go for the Awakened Upholder. If you get aggroed by the sleepers, make sure you broadcast for armor repairs. Press it once. Okay, now you can shoot the emergent server. New primary is Awakened Defender. Broadcast reps, broadcast reps. And that's one down. If you're in a Helios, you probably don't want to be here, uncloaked. The primary is Awakened Defender, the secondary will be Awakened Defender. Get these guys melted down fast. Make sure you broadcast if you need reps. Okay, primary is now emergent uphold. Primary is emergent upholder. Use your prop mods if you need to get in range. Make sure your defensive mods are on. So emergent upholder, primary. Okay, tertiary is emergent defender. New primary is emergent defender. Break. Okay, new primary is Sleepless Preserver. New primary is Sleepless Preserver. Or Fire and Sleepless Preserver. Make sure you watch your drones because the sleepers will shoot your drones. So everybody needs to be on the Sleepless Preserver. Everybody on Sleepless Preserver. Primary Sleepless Preserver, secondary is Emergent Defender. There we go, now we're dogpiling on him. Primary is actually ignore the Emergent Defender, go for Sleepless Defender. Sleepless Defender is primary. Somebody appears to be engaging the Emergent Defender all by themselves. Whoever that is, a brave soul, I salute you. So primary is Sleepless Defender, secondary will be Awakened Defender. And Siren, you're kind of shooting the wrong target. You're shooting me. Shoot the Sleepless Defender, not the Legion. Primary is Awakened Defender. You guys who are out chasing that Emergent Defender, pull back into the fleet. It's getting a bit far away at this stage. Guys, burn after the defenders, get some webs on them, they're chasing the Logis. Get some webs on, get some webs on. There we go, make sure you get webs on. Good. Okay, everybody. I'm going to warp the fleet to Castel, over near the last Emergent Defender. When we land, take out the Emergent... Nope. Yeah, take out the Emergent Defender. No, wait, it's dead. Alrighty, so... You guys can feel free to loot the wrecks. Some of the stuff is useful. If anybody actually brought a salvager, which would have been very smart, then you can... No, don't worry about your drone, you'll be fine. You can walk back over to it. You can just pick one of the wrecks, and you can walk to it, and then you can right-click your capacitor and go reconnect to lost drones. So, that's your introduction to the sleepers. How many people did we lose? Except if you lost your ship.
After this first very successful part of the training session, where I think a lot of the new players learned a lot of new stuff about the exploration of wormhole space, we decided to go look for some PvP. EVE Online is a PvP game after all, and I must say we were decently successful in it. We managed to catch several people that apparently did not keep a close eye on their D-scan. We did manage to get a few kills. Special thanks should go to our exceptional scouts who did an awesome job and managed to catch all of those targets for us. But in the meantime, we also had a very good laugh because the following was happening in the Minmatar Kaldari fleet.
I heard you guys want to hear a song.
Yes!
Yes.
What?
I'm a man of my word. And here we go. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. I'm a blonde bimbo girl in the fantasy world. Dress me up, make it tight, I'm your dolly.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
You can touch, you can play, you can say, I'm always yours. Ooh, oh, I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Yeah.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. Yeah. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. All right.
Beautiful, thank you. Well done, man.
Yeah, guys, let him go. It's some heartstrings are being pulled. Let him go. Let him go! Everybody get point off, point off, point off. Release point, release point, release point. Do not shoot. Release point, release point, release point, release point. Everybody release point. Guys! You're so mean. Who was the evil person that kept the point of until the end? Don't get the pod. Don't get the pod. Don't get the pod. Everybody point him. Everybody point him. Yeah, it wasn't. They got the pod. I saw it. Everybody point him. I'm sorry, Lion, but for your crimes of not listening to the FC, you have been sentenced with death. Take him. Did you blow up Ginger? You blew up Ginger!
Of course I...
That's evil! And a Reaper of all ships! Guardians, if you please.
Eventually we ended up in a C3 wormhole where we decided to do another sleeper site. This wormhole was actually a rather special one because it was a C3 with a high security static exit. This means that there was always a wormhole leading to high security space in it. There was, however, a second wormhole leading to low security space. So after the sleeper site, CCP Logibro gave everyone the option to either call it a night and go for the security of the high security exit, or follow him into low and nullsec where the fleet would look for its ultimate end. And while I was willing to risk the Stratios that I was flying during our wormhole adventures, I was not exactly too keen on just whelping it on some gate camp in low or null security space, so I chose to retreat to high security and call it a night, and thus ended the CCP exploration fleet. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something from this session as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. life in plastic. It's fantastic, you can brush my hair and trust me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation.